Wakey, wakey, Mrs. Glover.
What time is it?
It's late, and if you don't get a move on, we're going to miss breakfast.
No problem, just ring down for room service. I'll have it in bed again.
Oh, come on, it's his last day in Paris. I thought we'd do some sightseeing. We ought to at least do the Eiffel Tower or the Arc de Triomphe.
Well, no need. I saw him in the taxi on the way from the airport.
All right, then, what about Notre Dame Cathedral? Isn't it? It's a Gothic masterpiece.
I've seen that too, that Disney cartoon.
Oh, hang on. Look at this. A boat trip down the Seine. Blah, 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 blah. English commentary. Lunch thrown in, all for free. How much is 300 francs?
Too much. I've got a bear day planned, and it won't cost us a penny. It'll all go on Chris Tate's bill. I used to watch Kim in hotels. If she wanted anything, she just called the front desk. Treat the staff like dirt. Just once. I want to be spoilt like that.
You sure Chris what man?
You worry too much. He sent us here to have a good time. And that is exactly what we're going to do.
You heard out from Roy and Kelly?
No, I'm sure they've got far more exciting things to think about in Paris than phoning me.
Aye, Chris turned up trumps for once. Lucky break for them.
I doubt Roy'll appreciate it. He'll be a yokel wherever you put him.
That's not very nice, Scott.
It's true. 5 years in Hot and Comp and all he managed to say in French was Eric Cantona. Now, I'm sure Emily here can find a bloke with a bit more savoir-faire.
Oh, don't tease her.
I'm not teasing. I've just noticed that every eligible man has been shopping here since she arrived.
That's £6.54, please.
I'd love to see Richie. Now he, young lady, might be just your type.
That's £6.54, please.
Hiya. Have you got any more of that stewed apricot baby food? It's just, Belle loves it.
Got a sweet tooth, have you?
Oh, it runs in family.
Well, you've got to keep your strength up with a baby to look after. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'd do anything for Belle, wouldn't I, darling?
I can see that. It's lovely. Not many men have got that caring side.
You are? When you finish that, you can pop to the shop for me and get those things.
Well, can't you go?
I'm off to Home Farm. Stella promised to do my hair.
What's the occasion?
Well, if you must know, I'm going to see the bank manager today. Fixing up our loan to buy this place.
So is this for a celebration dinner?
No, it's for my hot pot. I told Mr. Turner it'd do more good than any medicine the doctor can give him.
You'd do anything to creep round Grandad, wouldn't you?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. And you'd be wise to learn some manners before this sale goes through. I can still see dust on this bar, Betty. Well, I can't hang around here gossiping all day. I've got more important things to do.
Sean, do you want to go out to dinner tonight?
I don't know what time I'll get through.
I thought going into partnership with Chris was going to make things easier.
So did I, but it hasn't worked out that way.
Then maybe you should think about taking on more staff.
We can't afford it. If the drivers weren't working illegal hours, we'd be in an even bigger mess.
I hope that was a joke.
Of course. Everything here's run by the book.
So, what's the problem?
Oh, I guess the Darrow's contract's at the heart of it. We were both so busy trimming margins, we'd be lucky to come away with any profit at all.
So negotiate.
It takes two to do that. They're not going to play if they've got us signed and sealed.
Sean, you give up too easily. Where there's a contract, there's usually a pretty smart lawyer to find a loophole.
Smart lawyer? You are a genius, Angie. And I think I know just where to find one.
Get that, will you, Roy? Just leave him on the bed.
Au revoir.
I should have given her a tip.
Sorry, Anne.
Merci bien. Roy, the door.
Bye.
What do you think?
Smashing. Kelly, what are all these?
Shirts from the boutique in the lobby.
We cannot afford all these shirts, Kelly.
We just choose the one we want, they take the rest back, and we're not paying. goes on the bill? Oh, it's okay, Roy. I've already chosen. But they think you're dead common if you take the first thing you see. They are. That's your wedding present.
Cat, don't feel right.
Well, you need a good shirt for job interviews.
Job interviews.
Well, you're not going to be mechanical your life. There's plenty of better jobs and first impressions are important.
I know that, but...
Look, I used to do Chris's expenses. He won't even notice this sort of money.
It don't mean I want to owe him out.
You've got to stop thinking like that. You're not going to be like your mum and dad.
What do you mean?
Well, Ned's a good bloke, but he always knew his place. You don't get anywhere with that sort of attitude. You've got to take your chances.
Well, if you're sure it's all right.
This is just a start, Roy. It's all out there for us. We've got the guts to go for it.
I've got some queries regarding lease renewals for the tenant farmers. But I see you're a bit busy.
Have I come at a bad time?
No, not at all, love, no. I'm sure the estate business can wait.
Oh, yes, of course. Styling a barmaid's hair is far more important.
Eric, you know, you really ought to lighten up a bit. Why don't you go and help yourself to some coffee, eh?
Stella's right. You've got a good life up here. There's plenty of people with worse troubles.
Yeah, like poor Graham Clark. Do you know, I was talking to Rachel just a couple of days before the accident and, oh, they seem so happy together.
It's the inquest on the 8th.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope the truth comes out, eh? Maybe we'll discover if it really was an accident.
Eric, I thought we'd agreed. There is no doubt it was an accident. I just hope that we can give Graham the support that he deserves because, oh, he's suffered so much.
He looks as though he's let himself go a bit.
It's hardly surprising in the circumstances, Betty.
Hi, Graham. Late breakfast or early lunch?
Neither, just some tea, please.
I'll get it.
Mind if I join you?
I'd be delighted. To be honest, I came in for the company. Nothing to do but brood at home.
I know you're never going to stop missing her, but it does get easier as time goes by.
It's funny, I miss Joseph too. If things had turned out differently, he'd have been my son. Now I'm just another stranger. I've no place in his life anymore.
Look, I'm seeing Chris tonight. Why don't you come along?
No, I wouldn't want to impose.
You wouldn't. If I know Chris, he'd be struggling with agency nannies. Come on, he'll welcome the support.
Joseph, look, you're just going to have to try and play on your own. Daddy's got work to do.
I hadn't realised we'd opened a creche.
The agency have promised to find me someone today. What are you doing with the Darrow's contract?
I thought it might be worth studying. To see if there's any loopholes.
There aren't any. I've been over it clause by clause. It's watertight.
A lawyer might think different.
It was drawn up by a lawyer.
Yeah, Laura. Which makes her the best person to ask.
You must be joking the way she feels about me. She'll never help.
Which is why it's better if I ask her.
I tell you, you're wasting your time.
Can't leave us much worse off. You just concentrate on your nanny duties and let me do things my way. How'd it go at the bank?
He was really charming.
Gave you the money then?
Not yet. There's some forms to fill in, but I'm sure that's just a formality. Did you get my shopping?
Yeah, it's in the back.
Right. I'll go and put the hot pot on. That'll put Alan in a good mood to discuss the future.
You think you got it made, didn't you?
Life does seem to be going rather well at the moment, yeah?
Maybe she wouldn't be so keen on running the wool pack with you if she knew all about your wandering hands.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go upsetting her with idle gossip. Not much she'll be your boss soon.
It's not over yet. I'm still getting my bid together.
Oh, well, good luck to you. I can't see we're going to raise that sort of money, though.
It's a village bid. Everyone chips in. You'd like to be a part owner of the wool pack, wouldn't you, Seth?
Would I? To be like having my birthday every day of the year.
See?
Oh, financial market will be shaking now. You've got Seth Armstrong on board.
Put another in there while we discuss it.
Hey, up, Butch. Going back to the post office?
Yeah, I forgot something.
All right, yeah, I can't blame you. That new girl obviously fancies you.
Get away.
Of course she does. All that stuff about being a caring man.
Terry! Go and get Seth out at Woolpack. Tell him it's urgent. Stop! Police! Thank goodness I saw you. I phoned 999, but who knows when they'll get here.
What's happened?
We've been robbed!
I can see this has all been a shock to you, but I'll need to ask some questions.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you know how they gained entry into the cottage?
Oh, they didn't come in here.
But I thought you'd been burgled.
We have! Seth's out in the garden now, checking. Come on. What's the damage, love?
3 carrots and an onion.
Am I to understand we're discussing stolen vegetables?
These aren't just any vegetables. They're potential prize winners. My Seth has been veg and fruit champion at the summer fair for as long as anyone can remember.
I raised that onion from a seed. I talk to it every day. I fed it with my own special mixture.
I don't want you to think I'm unsympathetic, but Hotton Police are overworked and undermanned right now.
I don't think you comprehend the seriousness of the situation. They must have been disturbed, otherwise there'd have been a lot more damage.
And as sure as eggs is eggs, they'll be back. They'll not rest till they've got me out of that competition.
And that's why you've got to catch 'em first.
Bon appetit. There you go, mate.
Thank you. Enjoy your meal.
You see? You're learning.
Not hard to give someone a tip, is it?
It's all about style, Roy. Money attracts money.
Well, it never seems to be attracted to me.
Well, all that's going to be changing. I'm going to be staying in places like this all the time in a few years.
I don't see how.
I thought you wanted to make me happy.
I do, but I'm only a mechanic. I don't earn that sort of money, do I?
You could do more gigs. There's good earnings DJing.
Yeah, I know that, but...
But nothing, Roy. I could have had my pick of blokes, but I chose you.
I still don't know why.
I chose you because I thought we could work together to get a decent life. Hope you're not telling me I made a mistake.
I'll do anything for you. You know that. Anything in the world.
If you use the money from the overtime Lisa's offering, then we could get a better car. And you could do gigs all over the north.
I suppose it makes sense.
You see? It's not going to be so hard. You can pour the champagne now.
And it's very healthy too.
It's marvellous. A very delicate flavour.
Anyone who stoops so low as to nick another man's veg is real scum.
Well, that's rich, coming from you.
I don't stoop from my own. Besides, I never entered the contest this year. I'm out of frame.
Well, who did do it then?
Ah. Well, these are names of contestants. And as far as I'm concerned, they're all suspects.
Well, you can cross Ashley off. He's a man of the cloth.
That proves nought. A glint of that silver cup could prove temptation for anyone.
You're dead right, Betty. Wandering round the village talking to parishioners could be a perfect cover for mischief.
Ashley? Zach?
Are you sure you got them vegetables from the shop?
Well, they hadn't had the delivery yet. I didn't want to let you down, and I was walking past this garden, and I didn't think anybody noticed they were gone.
You should hear them over there. It's like the crown jewels have gone missing. This could ruin everything.
Oh, come on, it's not that serious. I'll just go into Hall and pick up some fresh from the cash and carries. I'm sorry.
Are you out of your mind? You'll be tarred and feathered. Banished from this village forever. We'll never be able to run this pub.
So what should I do?
Button your lip and keep your fingers crossed. Mr. Turner's eating the evidence right now. If we're really lucky, no one will ever find out.
Hey, hello.
Oh. Same again, Zach. How's the new business empire progressing?
Not even got off the ground yet. We're still trying to find some suitable workshop space.
Yeah, so if you hear anything, Mum.
I suppose Jack might have an outbuilding spare.
It's not really the sort of image we're looking for, Mum. Anyway, I don't model over my company car, do I?
Oh, even Bill Gates had to start somewhere.
Cheers.
Hello again.
Where's the baby? Have you just come in for a gossip, or do you intend to buy something?
I'll just have these.
See ya. I don't want to be hard on him. The Dingles have been very good with Kelly, but things do have a habit of going missing if you let them hang around too long.
Ah, we can't promise you 24-hour surveillance, but lads said they keep a check in your garden when they're passing.
Yeah, you could think of it as a vegetable neighbourhood watch.
Thanks, lads. When chips are down, you find out who your mates are.
Hey, you might as well have these.
Oh, never knew you cared.
I got them in the post office. And you were wrong about that girl, Terry. She don't fancy me at all.
Maybe she's waiting on you making first move. It's her you should be giving presents to, not me.
What's the point, Terry? No one ever fancies me.
Right, lads. I've worked out our strategy. If they strike again, we'll be ready for them.
It was good of you to see me so quickly.
To be honest, I was intrigued. I thought I'd kiss Tate Hollidge goodbye and good riddance.
I hope that's not true. We can certainly use your advice and expertise.
I doubt if your partner shares those sentiments.
Chris and I don't always agree about everything.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I think a relate counsellor would be more use than a lawyer sorting that one out.
I can handle Chris. It's the Darrow's contract that worries me.
Ah, I warned Chris about that one.
And he should have listened sooner. But we're into damage limitation now. I was hoping you could go over the fine print. See if there's any way out.
I've got the contract on file. I could certainly study it again, give you the benefit of my professional opinion.
Thanks, Laura. I told him he wouldn't let us down.
I hope you didn't mind me bringing Graham. He's been really missing Joseph.
So I see. He's missed you too. Feel free to visit him whenever you like.
Thanks. It might be hard at the moment. I've just heard my house sale's going through, so I don't know where I'll be staying.
Maybe you could rent Rachel's place. I'm sure it's what she would have wanted.
Well, I would have offered, but I thought it might bring back too many painful memories.
No, I think it would make me feel closer to her. I'd like to stay, if that's okay, Chris.
My pleasure.
How are you coping?
Well, between work and looking after Joseph, I've been too busy to think, which is probably a good thing right now.
Trouble at the haulage yard.
Just Sean, his mad ideas. I'm more worried about Joseph. He knows that Rachel's not around, but I don't think he understands why yet.
Hearing people talking about the inquest can't be helping.
That's why I'm not going. It's Joseph's birthday on the same day. That has to be my priority now. I'm organising a party for him. I hope you and Graham will come.
Look, if there's anything we can do to help, have it at the diner if you want.
I knew I could rely on you.
We've all been affected by Rachel's death in our own way. It's good we can help each other through it.
So, sounds to me like Tate Hollidge is in trouble.
You could be right. Chris is very stressed.
I warned him not to sign that Darrow's contract.
You seem very pleased about this.
Can you blame me after the way he treated me?
I know, but he's going through a bad time right now, what with Rachel's death and trying to cope with Joseph.
Yeah, well, I suppose I should be sympathetic, but frankly, it's hard to believe your brother actually cares about anyone but himself.
The Woolpack's the art of the community, so it makes sense to have everybody involved in the bid.
It sounds okay, but how are you going to organise them all?
Well, if you offered them all free beer, it'd probably be a good start.
Oh, Bernice, by the way, Alan was telling me about that meal you cooked for him.
What about it?
Oh, it sounded delicious. Must give Sarah the recipe, eh?
Right, I'll get back to the diner. See you later.
Elaine, I hear the inquest next week.
That's right.
Ah, you must be dreading it.
On the contrary, it would be good to get it all off my chest.
Now, may I ask what you are up to tonight?
I'm going home for a nice quiet evening in, Betty. Why do you ask?
Well, I'm collecting records of the comings and goings in case the police need it.
How public-spirited of you. A word of advice, though. You can find villains in the most unlikely of places. You just need to know where to look.
See that woman over there? How much do you reckon all that jewellery's worth?
Dunno. Thousands and thousands.
About 50 quid. It's all fake.
How do you know?
I know her sort. Worried about the insurance. Keeps the real stuff in a safe somewhere. I'm not going to be like that. And I've got it. I'm going to flaunt it.
Well, you'll certainly look more tastier than she does.
I don't want to wait till I'm that old. I want it while I'm still young enough to enjoy it. I used to be dead nervous when Chris brought me to places like this at first.
Still am me. I keep on thinking I'm going to make a fool out of myself and pick up the wrong knife or something.
That's what I'm telling you. It don't matter. If you've got the money, the staff still smarm round you. Bring you what you want.
I must admit, I am starting to like that bit.
We'll have another bottle to take up to the room, please. Put it on our account.
It's a bit early to be going up, innit?
I thought we ought to celebrate our last night here in style.
How about your family? I bet you'd be interested in helping with this village bid for the pub.
Sorry, Tricia, I've got my hands full sitting at my own business right now.
Maybe you could help me start getting this bid off the ground.
No, I'd love to, but I think it might make things a bit awkward between me and your granddad. Sorry.
Cheers.
Well, here's to Roy and Kelly. Let's hope Paris was everything they dreamed it would be.
Back to Earth with a bump tomorrow.
Yeah. Short honeymoon, though. I was thinking I could go and stay at Lynn's for a while.
Yeah, I'm sure Kathy would put me up for a few days, you know, just so that they could have the cottage to themselves.
I'm sure the newlyweds would appreciate a bit more time alone. If you know what I mean.
Everything would be. I don't think it's such a good idea. Well, you know, what I mean is that Mum's been to such an effort to make the house nice when they come back. No, I don't think that's fair on you, Mum.
Well, that's nice of you to think of me, Scott, but I reckon that's a lovely idea. It's so romantic.
Come here.
Goodness for that. I thought I just dreamed it for a minute.
No, it was real. Champagne's finished. Want me to get another bottle sent up?
There's no need. I think I could feel anyhow. It's been the best few days of my whole life.
Mine too. Whatever happens, you'll always remember it.
What do you mean, whatever happens?
I don't know. Things have got a habit of turning sour for me.
Well, not this time. It's when we get back to Emmerdale. That's just going to be the start. Everything's going to turn out great. Just like you told me.